On our broadcast tonight for the season 1 finale of NBC Nightly News, Trouble in Hong Kong. Police start to evacuate 6,000 people from a neighborhood that was residential and commercial. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Thousands of people came to his funeral. And the rest of the top stories in order. Nightly News begins now. This is NBC Nightly News, presented in part by WWII. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Season 1 finale of NBC Nightly News for the summer season. It is September 21st, 2025. Hong Kong police evacuate 6,000 people from a densely populated residential and commercial neighborhood on Friday night. We're told that construction workers started to unearth a bomb from World War II, according to authorities. We're told that the explosive weighs 1,000 pounds. We're also told that the bomb was being removed and Cory Bay remains closed until it starts to open until further notice. President Trump started to join thousands of supporters at State Farm Stadium in Arizona, the official home of the Arizona Cardinals, by honoring the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk, who is an awesome activist. He was being assassinated 2 weeks ago. We get the latest from NBC News correspondent, a young man being identified as Garrett. Good evening and take it away. And that was NBC's Garrett Hake with the story. As always, thank you, Garrett. A bull moose started to fall into an open well, but however, he was rescued. We're also told that no one else was being caught in the well. When Nightly News resumes, we'll have the latest on the rest of the top stories. We're back after this. NBC Nightly News is back, folks, and now here's an in-depth story. After Nick suffered a relapse of leukemia this past spring, his son Stephen was only 9 years old at the time. The stem cells started to save Mr. Nick's life. We get the latest from NBC News correspondent Hallie Jackson with more on how Stephen became his daddy's hero. Good evening, Hallie. Please take it away. Such a good story right there. And that was NBC News correspondent Hallie Jackson with that story. Thank you as always for your report. Brett James starts to pass away at the age of 57. We're being told that his cause of death is quite unknown at this time. There will be funeral services being provided, so keep the James family in positive thoughts and prayers. Meanwhile, a 10-year-old girl who gets pulled from a rubble in a building in Gaza City remains in the hospital. She will get out as soon as possible. There's more nightly news to come when we come back. Stay tuned. NBC Nightly News resumes, folks. As a breaking news report from NBC 10 Philadelphia, 2 people were shot in Lansdowne in Delaware County yesterday afternoon. This information came from a law enforcement source. With the story, let's turn to NBC 10 News correspondent Kelsey Kushner. Kelsey, good evening. Thanks so much for the report, Kelsey. Tomorrow begins the first day of fall. A lot of people, like myself included, are definitely going to be doing some awesome activities. Here are a list of activities that you can do. You can visit a pumpkin patch. You can also visit an apple orchard. You can also go for a hike. You can also go for a bike ride. You can also explore a corn maze. And of course, you can also make leaf piles. The autumn equinox starts to get officially underway at 2:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Wall Street, everything was going up. However, you can get further updates about the stock market whenever possible by going online to cnbc.com, or you can also download the CNBC app right through a smartphone, right through a smart TV, or anything else that y'all might have. When nightly news resumes on this Sunday night, we'll have the sports report from NBC Sports being brought to you by Xfinity. Then we'll have the final headline. Don't go away. I shall return right after this. It's time now for the sports report as nightly news resumes. As promised, it's being brought to you by Xfinity. The Indianapolis Colts won the game against the Tennessee Titans 41-20. The Steelers won their game against the Patriots 21-14. The Buccaneers, who will be facing off against the Eagles on September 28th, won the game against the Jets 29-27. My Las Vegas Raiders lost the game to the Commanders of DC with a score of 41-24. The Falcons lost the game to the Carolina Panthers 30-0. The Vikings put a hurting on my Cincinnati Bengals 48-10. My Houston Texans lost the game to the Jacksonville Jaguars 17-10. The Cleveland Browns won their game against the Green Bay Packers 13-10. My LA Chargers won the game against the Denver Broncos 23-20. My New Orleans Saints lost the game to the Seattle Seahawks 44-13. In a real close game, the 49ers won their game against the Arizona Cardinals 16-15. My Bears got their first W as they defeat the Dallas Cowboys 31-14. Don't forget, Monday Night Football is being played as the Ravens will host the Detroit Lions. You can catch it for yourselves exclusively on ABC as well with ESPN and ESPN2 and ESPN Deportes for those who speak a little Spanish like I do sometimes. The Phillies, even though they lost, will be having the rest of their day off. They're back in action on Tuesday when they host the Miami Marlins in South Philadelphia. Game time will start at 6:45. Just a friendly reminder, whenever sports is being played, you know exactly what to do. Just download the NBC Sports app along with anything that is related to that topic. Now that I've said my part, here comes the final headline to wrap up the season 1 finale of NBC Nightly News. All operations at Dallas Fort Worth International and Dallas Love Field airports returned to normal levels by following telecommunications, equipment issues, and so much more that led to hundreds of cancellations and delays. We're also told that when you go to the airport, make sure you're being safe, secure, and aware of your own surroundings at all costs. That's nightly news for this Sunday, September 21st, 2025. Thank you for being with me. I'm Mr. William. Hope everyone has a great week ahead of themselves. We'll see you right back here on Tuesday night for the season 2 premiere of NBC Nightly News. Goodbye, everybody. See ya. Nightly News is a special presentation of NBC News. More Americans watch NBC News than any other news organization in the world.